EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Cook. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing, Cook. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Romeo Okwara able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they'll begin by running the option. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And this will wind up a Lions first down as good running gets him to about the 44. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Three yards remain for second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run out of the gun with Swift. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Now what's wrong? Shoot, Ryan.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On now is Seibert for the Lion field goal. This from 36 yards out. Seibert's kick is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, Really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
On 1st and 10, Cook. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Cook to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Cook. That swing out wide to Sanders. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Cook. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they were going for the big strike right there, but this just terrific coverage by the defense in the end zone.
And what helps being a safety in this spot is the back line of the end zone. Defensive back coaches always preach. That's an extra defender because you know that they can only run so far. They can't run past you out of the back of the end zone. Then you know you can't be beat over the top and gives you a chance to go make a play.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 1. It's caught by OBJ.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Back to the running game with Swift. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So a nice chunk play running the football followed by that, going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, maybe so, but they don't seem to be that concerned about it because when you've got a big-time runner, you will trade a few of those for those big chunk explosive runs that he provides. Those add up over time, don't they?
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This one out quickly to Watkins. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
They go play action here on first down. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Cook. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Second and 13. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3.
Eagles 13, Lions 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Swift, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
19 seconds. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Now back to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Swift. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal.
The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Cook. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Fights him off. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Lions 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He'll drop to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. Powers through. Still shedding tackles. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 3. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On first down, Swift. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. 104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check nickel.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
You think about this strong safety position. Yeah, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
Tight end roll. 70 Lion. 3 out. Double up.
They'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Fletcher Cox coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Seibert able to knock this one through, and that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from... As Sanders has it poked free. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
On the option to give to Swift here. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
It's second and inches.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this off to Swift. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Second down, back to Sanders. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Cook. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Cook. Sanders, a 1st down, still going. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Elliott is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand. Taking a knee, and guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round,
first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. And the Eagles season will